Built in 1923, Korle Bu Teaching Hospital has provided quality healthcare, research and training for many Ghanaians and other African health personnel. From its humble beginning as a 192-bed capacity hospital, Korle Bu has grown into a thriving health complex with 2,000-bed capacity and close to 4,000 workers. Having distinguished itself in the provision of health care to a teeming number of Ghanaians, the infrastructure and equipment have been overstretched and worn out, hence the need for the rejuvenation of the hospital.
Until the medical school moved to Korle Bu in 1964, Korle Bu was the Korle Bu Hospital, and when the medical school moved, it became a teaching hospital. Come next year, October 2013, Korle Bu will be 90 years old.
The government and the Ministry of Health have risen to the occasion and have provided resources for rehabilitation of the hospital.
There's a need for Korle Bu now to move from what it used to be in the past, that's a general hospital, to a specialist hospital. Through the government's sourcing of funds, Korle Bu is being retooled as part of the nationwide medical retooling exercise. We are just about completing the first 3 of the theaters. In fact, the first 3 of the theaters were completely rebuilt. The pediatric theaters are mainly for children, but for the past 8 or so years, they've been down. We haven't used them. Now they have been renovated as part of the national retooling. Korle Bu, unfortunately, is very close to the beach. We had a lot of rusting from the sea breeze, so it affected the lift. And then, as a result of the power fluctuations too, that also affected various components of the lifts. So every now and then they broke down. Age was also telling on the lifts. Pregnant women had to be carried up to the labor wards, and even some patients from the main theaters to go back to the wards were major challenges. Eventually, we needed to buy new lifts. Let me take this opportunity to thank the National Health Insurance Authority for supporting the hospital in purchasing the lifts. We bought 13 lifts. The government has provided funding for a new National Blood and Transfusion Services headquarters, which is being built on Korle Bu land. Once they move out from the current blood bank area, then Korle Bu will take over that unit, and we'll set up our own blood bank there. Currently, we are getting 2 new plants, and within the next few months, we'll get an additional 2 plants. Korle Bu had 4 plants. They've been working for the past 8 or so years. They've become very inefficient, and because of that, we had to supplement the purchase of oxygen. We're spending almost 90,000 Ghana cedis a month on oxygen. With the new plants, it means we should be able to produce enough oxygen and even supply some to other hospitals within the Greater Accra region. We've always had what is referred to as the sub-budget management center, because as far as government is concerned, Korle Bu is a budget management center. If you go out to a place like Canada, Toronto, what we have here as one hospital is a collection of several hospitals. They have the Sick Kids Hospital, which is for children. They have the Women's Hospital, which is for women. Here in Korle Bu, we have the children's block, which in other places is a hospital. Korle Bu is receiving a new eye center. Currently, construction work is about 70% completed, and hopefully by April next year, we'll have a new eye center. The new CT scan we are getting is about 258 slide units, which means it's really taking the radiographic imaging at very small units. With that, you see a lot more detail. A lot of situations that we have to maybe do surgery to look out for a particular disease can be now diagnosed using the new CT scan MRI. As part of the retooling of the hospital, we are developing a special ward which will cater for stroke patients. The kitchen is being renovated. We are receiving modern equipment. We believe that if the kitchen is run by professionals, we should be able to offer the best services to our patients. The laundry services will also be renovated. If we have a laundry that can provide laundry services, not only for the patients, but for the staff, and is run properly, that will also generate money for those who work there and also for the hospital. We are grateful that this retooling of the hospitals is in process. When the rehabilitation is completed, it will be run differently. Currently, we have the cardiothoracic center, we have the plastic and burn center, the Moorfield Eye Center is coming up. There is the neurosurgical center, which will be coming up, urology. So all these centers will be developed, and I hope the plans that we have for the hospital will continue to develop. Once it's developed, we'll have all these various centers which will offer the advanced care to Ghanaians and to the sub-region.